What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. If you don't know who I am, that means you're new. I'm Mark. What's good with y'all? Go check out my other videos. Check them out. Check them out. But first, stay on this one. I'm going to show clear right now. I mean, I'm sure you guys are wondering why he's showing clear anyways, but it's important to the video that safety is, well, present. But moving on. All right, so in this video, you guys read the title. You saw the thumbnail. Thought you were going to catch me slipping. Look, I know it's been a few days, but I'm on my game, guys. Okay, let's get into it. How to properly grip your semi-auto handgun when shooting. Some people might be wondering why I have to make this video. Don't really have to, but I also feel the need. It's important that people can at least have a demonstration or something to go to in this case. A lot of people, and you guys got to realize I'm an RSO, so I unfortunately see pretty much how everybody shoots. A lot of people go for a couple of different grips here, and some of them are just useless. Some of them can get you hurt, and I'm gonna go into those as well. But I'm also going to talk about the proper way to grip your semi-auto handgun when you're shooting and why it's so important. Okay, so for starters, we're going to start with some of the grips that I have seen recently, which not recently, but these are grips that you do not want to be doing when you are shooting. So once again, I will show clear. All right. Now, since I've shown clear, I will see people, one, presenting like this. And you guys might be wondering, well, if you're new, at least, you might be wondering, what's wrong with that? That's two hands. That's how you're supposed to hold the gun. You're not supposed to put your support hand down here. That's what's called a teacup grip. Okay? Now, every time you shoot your gun, what's going to happen? It's a semi-auto handgun, so the slide is going to rack back. Now, with that being the case, the gun is going to want to go up a bit. That's called your muzzle flip. That is what happens because of the recoil in the gun. Now, how are you going to fix that? Not by holding down here, because guess what? That's very easy to get out of my grip. Very easy, no matter how tight I hold it. Okay? Now, always, in this case, triple check. But another grip that you will commonly see, and this is something that is more so dangerous than useless, is this. Guys, tell me what I'm doing wrong right here. What am I doing wrong with this grip? That thumb. Every time you shoot, guys, that slide is going to go back. If your thumb is there, you are going to cut your thumb very badly. And as a matter of fact, I'll even give you guys a little story time about that. I took my mom shooting one time. My mom isn't a very experienced shooter, so I wanted her to go in a very controlled, calmed environment. And what happens right as we're about to walk into the actual range itself, leaving the retail area, going into the range area, a woman just runs out. Her thumb is just squirting blood everywhere because she thought, hey, I'm going to put my thumb right back here when I shoot my semi-auto handgun. Now, that grip isn't necessarily dangerous if you're shooting a revolver. It's not really super helpful either, but you know, that grip isn't dangerous for a revolver, but for a semi-auto, you're going to cut yourself pretty bad. A lot of people don't realize that, but that's just the truth. Okay, now that I've gone over a couple of grips that unfortunately, a lot of people do when they're shooting, let me go ahead and discuss how you are to properly grip your semi-auto handgun when shooting. So first off, this area right here is called the beaver tail or the tang. Some people might be wondering why that is important, because you are going to get a pretty high up grip on there. You can see that it is pressing down into my hand, and guess what? It's not catching on my hand. I'm not getting bit. You don't have to worry about that unless you're sitting here going over top of the tail, which means you have just too high of a grip on the gun. Nobody should be gripping their gun up like that. Okay. Nice high grip. Okay. Fingers off the trigger. You guys see that. Give yourself a thumbs up. Wrap around. Connect at the palms. Left thumb down, right thumb down. This is if you are a right-handed shooter, of course. And no, nobody is in that direction that I just pointed the gun at. That's actually pointed to my backyard. But besides the point, you guys should know I'm safe. The reason why you have this grip is because it is, one, going to help you the most with mitigating recoil. Two, it is going to give you the steadiest grip for when you are shooting itself. Now, a lot of people don't realize that that grip is kind of essential when you're shooting a handgun. Of course, some people might be like, oh, I'll just shoot one-handed, which, I mean, yeah, you can do that. It's not necessarily dangerous to yourself in that sense, like the way the grip with having your thumb behind the slide is. However, it's just not very helpful. You're probably not going to be anywhere near as accurate. You're probably not going to be able to, geez, I can English today, guys. You're probably not going to be able to handle the recoil as well as you would with an actual grip, okay? A lot of people have different names for this grip. One that I've heard that I've kind of just stuck with because it's very basic and easy to understand for some people is that this is called the standard combat grip. You guys can see my right thumb is on top of my left. I'm not crossing them over. I'm not placing my right thumb in between my left hand. Why would I do that? Well, some people I also see do that. That creates a gap in between your support hand and your firearm. Why do you want to have a gap between those two? That's exactly what your support hand is supposed to do, is be on your firearm to help you mitigate recoil. Now, now that I've gotten all of that out the way, why is a proper grip so important? Well, with a proper grip, you can get shots more accurately. You can shoot more accurately. You can get more shots on target quicker. And last but not least, you're not worried about hurting yourself. Now, I'm sure this is very much so a basic beginner video. I'm sure a majority of the people who watch my channel already know how to hold a handgun. However, this is more so just for the people who are just getting into firearms and why it's so important to know how to properly grip your handgun. I mean, once again, guys, it's very simple. All you got to do, high, firm grip right there. Thumbs up. See how I wrap these 4 fingers around these 3? Connect at the palms, thumb down, thumb on top. Boom. Now, of course, I'm a right-handed shooter. If you are a left-handed shooter, you're going to do the exact same thing, but with your left hand as your firing hand and your right hand as your support hand, which for some reason just feels impossible for me to do it. I just feel like I'm mentally disabled whenever I try to do it. But I'm sure you guys won't. With that being said, I think that about wraps it up for this video. Remember, guys, I'm more than aware that a lot of you guys know how to properly hold a handgun when shooting. That's not the issue. The issue is just that this is for the beginners. This is for the people who are just getting their first gun, these people who don't really know how to shoot that well and just want a video to go to for reference. With that being said, y'all make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that bell. When you hit that bell, hit all and whether or not you agree with me about, actually, I don't think you can disagree with me on this. I mean, that's something that is taught everywhere. That is how you properly grip your semi-auto handgun when you are shooting it. I mean, there's no disagreeing with me. I'm sorry, guys. You just got to deal with it. But whether or not you like the video or not, go ahead and comment down below why not. Make sure to check out all my other videos. Y'all make sure to stay legal, stay safe, stay dangerous. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.